The lists hung from the ceiling. He stared at them, but no longer saw them. The dreams he was meant to fulfill before age took its toll. The experiences he longed to embrace before settling into a rigid routine. He pulled his gaze back to himself and focused on the television, which buzzed in the background of his mind. He didn't register the program but found its noise irritating. Still, it was on, providing a distraction from his solitude, a reminder that he could avoid confronting his dreams, which he had deemed unrealistic long ago. Alfred glanced at the wall clock, its steady ticking soothing him. It was only 8 o'clock, a bit too early to go to bed, yet he felt exhausted. He was tired of simply existing. The lingering smell of a microwave dinner filled the room. It wasn't appealing, but he lacked the energy to prepare a meal for himself. Things had been different when Trude was still at home. She had cared for him. He realized he hadn't reciprocated her kindness. As his only child, he felt he had let her down. There must have been something wrong inside him that made it difficult to connect with others, leaving them wishing to distance themselves from him. He ran his hand over his forearm, needing reassurance that he still was really here. He was, but it didn't feel good. His gaze drifted back to the ceiling. What if he had pursued at least one of those dreams? How different might his life have been? He sighed, closed his eyes, and felt himself drifting away, pulled beyond himself. It was always a relief when that happened. Suddenly, Alfred found himself soaring over an unfamiliar landscape. A man he had never seen before had lifted him into the air. "Hi, there you are! I wondered if you had forgotten us," the young man said with a smile. Alfred always knew how to respond, even in mid-air. They communicated through their thoughts. He had kept this ability to himself, which perhaps explained his reluctance to meet new people. He had always understood what others truly thought, and most of them believed something different from what they said. That realization often saddened him, but not here. In this world, thoughts were pure and honest, a quality he cherished. "I will never forget you," he replied, sending a smile back to the young man as he rolled onto his back. It felt wonderful to be in a youthful body again, a body that obeyed his every whim. "I will show you something you haven't seen before," the young man said. As they floated, he too lay on his back, and they enjoyed a moment of shared silence, as if basking in a summer meadow. They landed softly. A group approached them, radiant and colorful. The hues danced around their forms, blue, purple, and gold in various shades, shimmering with life. He recognized the first one, Gudrun, his wife. She enveloped him in her warm embrace. He rested his head on her shoulder, inhaling her familiar scent. So long ago. Memories surged within him, streaming out through his eyes. "Welcome, dear." Gudrun didn't look exactly as she once did, but he recognized her instantly. Then came Ole, his friend from youth. They had sailed together. And there was Caroline, his first love, a love that never blossomed. His father appeared next. He closed his eyes for a moment to absorb it all. These important people were here with him. and we have been here with you many times before. He heard her voice, felt her gaze warming his frozen soul, and he melted. It was her, Gudrun, the love of his life. He danced with joy inside as everyone he knew led him to a place of light where they could rest together once more. Alfred's eyes shifted upward. A jolt coursed through him, a harsh reminder that he was back in his own reality. No, no, no.